up on the road. Because the first home game is y'all first home game.
Up the blitz, flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. They got the big land. They
go. All right. Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for sports. YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
You're
live on your screens, your mobile devices, your laptops, your desktops on YouTube and X on a Friday night. Here on a NBA Game 6 winner go home Friday. So lots to talk about here tonight. As we will have a Game 7 on Sunday. We will definitely see one Game 7 Sunday. The question is, will we see two Game 7 Sunday? And the way it's looking right now, that answer is no. What up, Noodle? Way it is looking right now, I do not think we're going to see a Game 7 in the Western Conference playoffs. I think the San Antonio Spurs came in here and knew it was time for business, and now they are looking to get ready for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What up, Chris? Well, yeah. So we got lots to talk about tonight. Obviously, NFL schedule release on last night. We're gonna talk about our schedules, talk about some of the marquee games, primetime games, some of the games that now analysts think y'all should be looking forward to this coming NFL season. Got some WNBA news to talk about. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about here tonight. But let's start off with one thing I just talked about, and that's NBA. The Game 6 is a Game 6 Friday, and we just had one Game 6 put in the books, and now it is now officially going to be a Game 7 back in the Motor City. And that is the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers will meet in a Game 7 on Game 7 on Sunday night evening back in Detroit. The Pistons win the 115-94. In a game, Kate Cunningham really have his most efficient game. But Jalen Duren finally had a good game. Haley John, good to see you. You're rooting for Detroit. I hate the Pistons, but I said it. I told a friend who I know is a Pistons fan that if the Cavs don't win tonight, they're not winning Sunday. They're not winning a Game 7 in Detroit. I'm sorry. And I proved right. So yeah, what up, Sam? Well, Kyra. We here. But yeah, it was a close game to start the game early. It's going down. Yeah, Texas, Oklahoma this now has expanded from college football all the way to the NBA now. Because obviously we know Texas and Oklahoma don't get along. Yeah, we got to talk about Texas. Got to talk about what Sark said the other day because we didn't get to this Lane Kiffin comments. But yeah, it's going to be real because it does not look like the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're now down 20 in this quarter. Oh boy. But back to this opening topic. The Detroit Pistons 115-94. Jalen Duren, who's been struggling a lot this postseason, finally had the game he was looking for, and now here he is. He had a good game, and now they're going to a Game 7 in in the Motor City. So I'm just shocked at how bad the Cavs looked in the second half. First half, they looked at like they was lights out. They was lights out in that first half. And right now the Spurs are hitting the freeway on Minnesota in their house. It's Carter Bryant just no answer. It is 52-27 right now. What the heck is going on, Mark?
I said it before, dog. Minnesota don't have enough, man. I know we like Ant. I know this team is a well put together team when they playing normal teams. With the upper echelon teams, dog, they can't really compete with, man. This Spurs team and OKC team, dog, is the elite teams in the NBA, and they just don't have the Minnesota don't have enough, man. Y'all know how I've been saying about Julius Randle, dog. He's not what everybody think he is. He's just not that. They don't have a secure number two option, I think.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ant is Ant, so we can respect Ant as that, but you don't have a number two option that can go out and get you 20 every single night. You don't have that.
Nope, they clearly don't.
They just don't have enough, man. Like against no disrespect to other teams, like Lakers, they can beat the Lakers. They have enough defense to beat the Lakers. Phoenix, Houston, they can beat all these other teams, dog. They just can't beat the upper echelon team. There's nothing against them. Most of these teams in the NBA can't beat OKC and San Antonio.
So the last 2 years, Minnesota's been in the conference finals, but this year it seems like they're going home early. We'll definitely take a trip to Cancun with them on Tuesday. What they got to do in the offseason, try to get back. But I'm gonna go back to what happened earlier, right before we started the show, and that was the Detroit Pistons going into Cleveland and laying belt to backside of the Cleveland Cavaliers in their house. You had Pistons fans in Cleveland telling them go home in their house. If that is not an indictment of the Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't know what is. The road fans took over your building and told you to go home. And now y'all are going back to the Motor City for a Game 7 Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, evening, depending where you at. Donovan.
DJ Sports for you and sports.
Now, so don't start.
Oh, the DJ in the house?
Shout out. But yeah, I don't know what the heck happened tonight. It was a close game, I said, in the first half. And then all of a sudden, the second, and something, I don't know what happened. But the Pistons literally just woke up. Literally, I don't know. I don't know who's giving her flashbacks, but the Pistons woke up in that second half and they just dominated. Like I said earlier, Jalen Duren, that was his best game, but the bench of the Pistons, Paul Reed, Duncan Robinson, Marcus Vassar, all just contributed. And then you had James Harden, who started off pretty high in the first half.
I need Anthony Edwards to get 23 points.
He'll get that. He's not going.
Not if they keep getting blew out.
Well, he got nothing else to play for. I mean,
yeah, play for my bets.
Basically, nothing else to play for. So play for the parlays.
Yeah, play for my bets. But matter of fact, he in the game now.
You still in the game? You're not going out. You're not going out without a fight. My God, Mike Conley just hit a three that side rimmed and went out of bounds.
Wait, did this car hit?
They're finna be up 30 in a matter of moments.
So I need De'Aaron Fox to get 3 more points, and I need Victor to get 11 rebounds in this car. I got this car to hit.
Interesting. We got a foul called right now. But yeah, this is over. We'll definitely put a bow on the Timberwolves season Tuesday. But I can just see now, like Mark said, they got to get in a number 2. Our boy Josh was saying in the group chat, Julius Randle just ain't it. And man, you think about, we were on air when the news broke of the Karl Anthony Towns trade to the Knicks for Julius Randle. And now you look at it, Karl Anthony Towns, he has in 2 years, 2 straight appearances with New York, and they're in the conference finals. Obviously, last year the Timberwolves did get to the conference finals, but now they just ran into a buzzsaw, and they are going to be heading home. They can go hang out in Lake Minnetonka.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Man, get him off the free throw line. Get him some rebounds, man.
So yeah, this is a wrap. But 18 points. The Timberwolves have not even scored in this quarter. Look at the playoff experience. There's only 56 total. The Spurs roster has played a total of 56 playoff games to the Timberwolves 354.
It don't.
Sometimes
experience don't matter.
And it really doesn't. And tonight is a prime example. Mitch Johnson, who's obviously a finalist for Coach of the Year, he's
get the fucking rebound.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
This nigga ain't gonna get 11 rebounds, man.
Hey. There you go.
That's 3. Okay. Good.
That's not nice. It's 56 points. They have not scored. As they finally score. First points of the second quarter for the Timberwolves come with 7:03 in the quarter. Boy. But Sunday, I think the Pistons are winning. I just said it. I don't see
nothing wrong.
I don't see nothing. Yeah, that's a dope. That's dope. Let me be quiet. But there's no way they're going to win a game 7 in that hostile environment in Detroit. Anything's possible, but that ain't happening. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. That ain't happening. They should have closed this series out tonight. Now, granted, they would have had to play Sunday against the Knicks, but hell, they could have sacrificed one game, a 2 days rest for a game 1, lose game 1 to a well-rested Knicks team. But now you're gonna have to try to win on the road, and then you will have to go to the Knicks. You're gonna be on the road 3 games if you're the Cavs and you pull off game 7. You win in Detroit, then you got the first 2 games in New York. The odds are really not in their favor, and I think their season ends Sunday, and they're back at the drawing board. But let's talk some other news in the league. You know what? It's off season, so you need stuff to talk about. And what better to talk about than the drama of the Lakers and LeBron James? So I want to play some clips for you guys. A clip from you guys. Obviously, there's this story that's been brewing about LeBron being unhappy or this and that because of something I think that was totally overblown. And that's this whole situation that when he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most wins in NBA history, they gave the game ball to JJ Redick. Now, according to Dave McMenamin, he feels like they took him for granted. I'm gonna just play y'all the clip when it actually happened. So this was back in March. The Lakers had one of their best victories of the year, and they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers at the house. So I'm gonna play with this. To me, when I look at it, this is what you do about nothing. But it's the off season, so people need stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna let y'all see. To me, like me and Mark were just talking about the pre-show. This is not really a big deal. But here's what everyone's been talking about basketball gate in regards to the Lakers and LeBron James.
Some things to go through here. Some milestones reached, both individually and as a team. Rui. 5,000 career points. Luka, 15,000 career points. Luka also the 10th person to ever have 600 points.
Stop shooting so much.
LeBron James, winningest player of all time in the regular season.
We got one more accolade tonight, but we got to roll the video first.
Hi, Dad. Congrats on your 100th win. I'm very proud of you. I love you. Go Lakers. Woo-hoo!
Happy 100th win, Dad. You're a great dad and a great coach, and I love you so much.
Go Lakers!
To come in the league and get back-to-back 50-win seasons, first 2 years as a coach puts you in elite category.
Our coach.
So JJ Redick got his 100th win as a head coach, and everyone said, and now according to this story from Dave McMenamin, that made LeBron felt like he's being taken for granted of. So I'm gonna give y'all. We're not gonna play the whole clip, but when you hear from the man's mouth who broke the story. Dave McMenamin, he was on the Rich Eisen show the other day about this story that he broke in regards to LeBron James and the whole situation with the Lakers. So I'm going to play with some of what McTen had to say about the Lakers and LeBron's relationship.
Man, that was something else. How do we jump into this thing? First things first is, why aren't there more than one game ball?
It's a good question.
Wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah.
You know, hey,
had some foresight there.
I understand. Like this is, this would be like Oprah giving away cars. You get a game ball. You get a game ball. But there were so many milestones.
Yeah. So we're talking about March 31st.
Yes, sir.
Lakers beat the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
It completes what ends up, we don't know, but at this point, in retrospect, they've now gone 16-2 over a 32-day stretch. And in this game against the Cavs, LeBron James, most wins in NBA history combined, regular season.
And against the Cavs.
And against the Cavs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Irony.
15,000 points for Luka Doncic for his career, 5,000 points for Rui Hachimura. And it secures back-to-back 50-win seasons and 100 wins in J.J. Redick's coaching career. So in the post-game locker room, J.J. Redick doing a good job and kind of recognizing this group accomplishment is listing off all the things that were done by his team that day.
Mm-hmm.
And as J.J.'s addressing the room, Rob Pelinka takes his turn to address the room, is holding the game ball, and presents it to J.J. Redick. Shortly thereafter, LeBron James, who, of course, he arrives to the arena wearing like an outfit and then showers and changes and stuff and leaves in that outfit. Well, this night was still in the practice shorts, ice bags on his knees, slide sandals on his feet.
And he walked right out.
Walks out.
By the way, Dave McMenamin here on the Rich Eisen show talking about his piece that's on ESPN.com that's kind of burning up the entire NBA community, certainly here in Los Angeles, California, live on the Rich Eisen show. So LeBron James walked out with bags of ice on his knees, or took those off and left? Do we know that?
No. I mean, I saw it with my own two eyes. The bags of ice are still on his knees. And so this is like,
he's just out.
So to be clear, this isn't
out.
because he doesn't think JJ Redick is deserving of a moment. It's not about that at all.
Yes.
He has a great relationship.
And it was a
JJ
beautiful moment. The video of his children
Yes.
saying, "Congratulations, Dad."
Right.
Beautiful moment.
It was taken by LeBron to be another example of the Lakers not appreciating him. in everything that he does.
Where's
I think it's from an 8-year relationship that has had a lot of stuff build up. Now, I asked LeBron after game 4 against the Thunder. He's making the same route out of the arena. This time he's wearing regular clothes.
Okay.
He's wearing the same clothes he arrived in.
Right.
And I said, in order for you to come back to play for the Lakers, I understand you're going to have to figure out whether you want to play. I understand you're going to have to both sides will have to figure out what the money. But that aside, is there any static that needs to be cleared up in order for this to move forward? And he said, there's no static from me. And so
I saw that. That was the quote, one of the second to last quotes of your piece.
Right. So I would say that perhaps that means that even though he had this moment, that was a real moment of indignation, is what he felt.
Yeah.
It's not something he can't get over in order to keep playing for the Lakers.
Right.
But the Lakers,
right.
That was David McMenamin on the Rich Eisen show with his story about LeBron. Granted, Mark saying the wheels are spinning, and when you hear all those everything McMenamin was saying, what's on your mind?
Do people realize that these NBA players are humans too? And do they realize that not everything that they might react to or something might happen has to do with basketball?
You would think so, but no.
Until I don't like Dave McMenamin doing that, and I like Dave.
Yeah, Dave's cool.
I don't like Dave doing that unless he was told from LeBron this is how he felt.
Well, I'm gonna be clear. I don't know if that definitely didn't come from LeBron. I'll be real. If I had to guess, that was something that Rich Paul put out there. If I had to guess, that didn't come from LeBron.
And even if that we've seen Rich Paul say something that LeBron didn't agree with.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, as an adult man, we've all been in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
We've all got that text at one point in time from our significant other, and they kind of just might have just irritated the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've all been through that. Like, I'm not saying that's what happened, but
right.
Like, life happens, man. Whatever happens, it happens. I'm not saying that LeBron didn't feel like that. I'm just not telling somebody else how they felt. Like, that just don't make no sense to me.
Right.
Now, I do think that my personal opinion is LeBron has never been fully accepted here in LA.
He hasn't. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that from jump. He hasn't.
And he probably feels that, but I don't think that it comes from the Lakers organization. I don't think it comes from Lakers organization.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. It clearly never came from Jeannie. Now with Rob,
and we know Rob is a Kobe guy, but even then, the relationship with Kobe and Bron was a lot better than what people really think.
So I was thinking about this the other day. I was dropping Sophie off. I knew we were going to talk about this day while I was just getting on my ideas what I want to talk about for tonight's show.
Shout out to Sophie.
Shout out to Sophie. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, baby. I think when I'm listening to 710 and everyone's talking about, you have some people who think you have it's split. And we all know this it's Kobe. It's like this. It's like, y'all know I do a wrestling pod. It's a triple threat match. It's Jordan fans versus LeBron fans versus Kobe fans. And sometimes it turns into a handicap match where it turns into Jordan fans and Kobe fans versus LeBron fans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you'll never see Kobe fans and LeBron fans versus Jordan or Jordan. You might.
No, which is crazy to me because
no. Yeah, and you will never see and we
LeBron fans and Jordan fans never been on the same page.
Ever. Go ahead.
But this is why it's crazy to me. Because if you go back 20 years, John, and me and you were old enough to remember this, we would have thought Jordan fans and Kobe fans would never been on the same page.
For real. Straight up. Go look at The Last Dance. When The Last Dance, when they did the episode dedicated to Kobe, and Jordan was like, who's gonna try to come out here and start some stuff with us tonight? See that little Laker boy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, Kobe. It was like, yeah. And Kobe's like, I'm coming for the throne. And he did it. Even in Jordan's last All-Star game. I heard Vince Good was talking about this. Because in Jordan's last All-Star game, when he hits that fadeaway on Sean Marion, gets the and one. Kobe was like, no, we ain't. So he goes down there, and you got Isaiah, who's arguably Michael Jordan's biggest rival, telling Kobe, miss the free throws on purpose so we can win. So, yeah, Sam, I am too. Isaiah Thomas telling Kobe Bean Bryant, miss the free throws so the East can win and Jordan go out a winner. Kobe was like, ew, no, I'm not doing that. And they went to overtime. The West won. KG got MVP.
But hey, John, I'm not talking about the players.
Right now, you're right.
We realize, and it sucks that it took for Kobe to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But we realize the relationship that Kobe and Jordan had with each other.
Yeah.
We realized that, well, we knew the relationship that Kobe and Bron had.
Yeah.
Or had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about the players, dog. I'm just talking about the fans. And this is why in certain areas, in certain teams, it was gonna be hard for LeBron to ever really be accepted. Like, well, all these Kobe fans here, and Kobe did it, and Kobe is really him. So you understand it, but he wasn't gonna never be accepted. LeBron could have came over here and won a three-peat, and he never would have been accepted here.
I agree.
It's nothing that LeBron would have done that would have got him accepted here. Unless in 8 years he won 8 championships. Literally, that probably been the only thing he could have done.
8, huh? That number, 8, huh?
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But
by the way, Minnesota's came back and cut this lead to 13, deficit to 13.
I don't think that any negativity have come from the Lakers front office.
Nah.
I do think if you ask my opinion, I do think that Bron might feel some of the disconnect with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think with the front office he feels that. That's why I say this I don't believe that at all. Like, I'm gonna have to hear Bron say, yeah, I felt slighted.
Yeah, you know I do too. I don't think and if he did, knowing him, he wouldn't come out and just say it, as Anthony Edwards just missed it up. But I think, like, right now, this is just going to be what it is. We're going to hear a lot of this, and my focus is, do you want to be here or you don't want to be here? And we talked about this before the show. LeBron might have to really. When I seen the quote from Windhorst saying, well, he might, if he don't come back to the Lakers. Sam, you don't got Amazon Prime? You don't order stuff from Amazon? Come on, Sam. Prime Video for Amazon Prime is an untapped resource. It ain't just for streaming. Trust me.
Mom, just streaming.
Yo, relax.
I mean, you can watch them.
What? Watch Amazon screen. Watch Amazon screen.
You can watch something on Amazon to get the screaming.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. But by the way, now De'Aaron Fox he's hobbling off the court like he's been dealing with an ankle injury, so he's going straight back to the locker room now. Yeah, this has always been a polarizing topic. And I'm personally more focused on the basketball side of it. But I'll say this. And this is where I got a question, Brian. Like, I'm seeing a report from Brian Windhorst saying that he would go anywhere else and take less money. Why don't you just do that with the Lakers? We know you can't make more money than you get with you can make the most money with the Lakers. But I think you could take less and still make a good amount. I personally said on the show, I heard some people saying 2 years, 20, that ain't going to happen. He's not cutting his salary in half. You're going to have to meet in the middle, 25 and up. He's not cutting his salary. He's at 52. He'll take maybe $1 million off, come down. You're going to go down to 50. Let's round off to 50. Maybe 2 years, 50, 25, 25, 30.
Player option.
Yeah, 30. But he's not, but the 40, the 50.
Well, John, you know what I said, and it's funny that I said that a while. I'm glad I said it when I said it, because that was the first one you heard say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're starting to see a lot of
Vegas must be watching the show.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, just Go back. I said it like months ago about where LeBron can end up at. And now it's starting to show up.
My question is on that part is what happens with his former. I have to see what happens with AD because
I'm praying LeBron
can go. He leave Tay Bryant. He can go back. Wherever LeBron goes, he's gonna go to a place where he feels like he can win. I don't think he's not just going anywhere just for.
Hey, John, you know why I don't like that?
What's that?
When Luka and AR got hurt, how many games out? I mean, how many more games was it?
They got hurt at the beginning of April. It was like 7. It was like I want to say minimum at least 15. Minimum 15 games.
And when they both got hurt, everybody was saying that it's a possibility that the Lakers can fall to at least to the 5th or 6th seed, right?
Yeah, and they didn't.
Why not?
Because LeBron James.
So why do you want that to be?
People, you can't tell me nothing from a basketball reason why you wouldn't want LeBron James on your squad. I can give you like a million reasons why I wouldn't want Austin Reeves. I can give you a million reasons why I wouldn't want Austin Reeves. Let me be clear. I don't pocket count anybody's money.
If you can get it, you get it.
Yep. Trust me. You're talking about the team who had to pay Timothy Mozgov and Lou Aldang. So I don't pocket count nobody's money.
At 12:01, that was the crazy part.
We wait. First, people out here you got Golden State waiting till the 4th of July to sign Kevin Durant. We wait till 12:01 Eastern time on July 1st to sign Timothy Mozgov and Lou Aldang.
Yeah, hurt. You know what I'm saying?
136 million combined. And I'm not knocking them. LeBron got Timothy Mozgov paid. Got Matthew Dellavedova paid too.
Yeah.
Matthew Dellavedova. Oh, that's why Steph Curry didn't get Finals MVP because of Matthew. I was like, okay. Yeah, Steph, sorry. Okay. Matthew Dellavedova, huh? Yeah, let me show y'all real quick.
Steph Curry almost killed that man. I just want everybody to know that.
He did, literally.
He almost killed that man.
That dude had to go to a hospital after the game because he needed an IV for how much energy he was out. He had consumed trying to chase Steph Curry. But back to Bron.
Reeves can go too.
If Reeves goes, Bron stays. Now,
Reeves not going nowhere because Luka already said he want Reeves to stay.
But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll go back to what I was about to say. Austin Reeves makes $14 million. I'm just not the person who believes you're gonna jump from 14 to 40 million, and you ain't been an all-star, you ain't been all NBA, you ain't been a primetime performer in the playoffs. But if you can get it, I'm not gonna knock you for it.
That to me, that I don't care about the all-star, all that's political and all that's favorite,
right?
Who's most popular? I like what that is. I'm more worried about when you show up in the playoffs. In these last 2 playoffs, Austin Reeves hadn't showed up. So to me, you can't pay somebody that much money.
No, you can't.
And they're not gonna show up in the playoffs.
And you really gotta be smart with how you spend your money. Trust me. I've seen a lot of teams spend a lot of money doing dumb stuff. But we got till July to talk about all this.
Money talks.
No, there's going to be teams. Look, there's only 3 teams really out there that can give Bron and AR the money that they're reportedly looking for. The Bulls, the Lakers, and the Brooklyn Nets. They have the 3 most.
How much money Milwaukee got? They got money on the salary cap?
I don't think so. We can look that up We can look that up in a second. I look that up right now.
Sure. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm calling.
Well, someone actually mentioned that.
I'm calling Austin Reeves immediately. Yeah.
So I'm looking at. So going on Hoops Hype right quick. Where's Milwaukee? There we go. Oh, they're at the bottom.
At the bottom. Yeah.
26 in salary.
They have to move some contracts.
So obviously we all know what's going on with Giannis. He's got 58. Miles Turner. By the way, did you listen to that Miles Turner interview yesterday?
Did he hit a purse?
He might have. I don't know.
No.
But anyway, he was talking about how there was no accountability from Doc Rivers for his players.
Oh.
So
I don't want to hear it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Doc Rivers, but locker room business is stay in locker room.
It does. So he was saying that if we was late to the flight, there'll be nobody would get fined. If we come like 2 hours late, and clearly, we all know who the person he was referring to. There's only one person that can get away with that.
Giannis.
Yeah. And he said,
bitches.
I'm like, what? You good?
Hmm?
You right, man?
Me?
You good?
I'm good.
You good? All right.
I know he was out there hitting them Milwaukee Sevens. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he was out there getting some of that deer meat, huh? So look, Giannis is at 58 next year, and then they just signed Miles Turner. He's at 26.5. Kyle Kuzma is on an expiring contract of 20.4.
You can trade that.
They are actually they have to pay the rest of Damian Lillard's contract because they waived him. Bobby Portis is at 14.5.
That's not a bad contract for them because he comes off the bench and does well for him.
AJ Green, not the wide receiver. He's
a white boy. He's a shooter.
10 million. How about my man Pete Nance? Our boy Pete Nance right there.
Is that Larry Ellison?
Larry Nance. Pete Nance. We spent time in North Carolina. Larry Nance Jr.'s little brother. He's at 2.4, but he's on a rookie deal. But
Cam
Thomas is
Michelle Mishishish. It's 666,000.
Yeah. By the way, Alex Antetokounmpo he's gonna be a free agent.
Alex who?
Yeah, Alex Antetokounmpo, Giannis' younger brother.
Is that would that be?
No, that's not that's the Nassus.
No, but I'm saying would that be considered
nepotism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come nobody? All right, never mind.
I know. I mean, you talk about how every Antetokounmpo brother was on Milwaukee with the last 5 years, but we'll leave that alone. I guess maybe because the Suns ain't there yet.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not like LeBron got his dad a job with the Lakers.
I mean,
because Delon Westwood.
Yo, you good?
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's foul. But yeah, Giannis. You got obviously Giannis, but the Lakers will have to throw in some more stuff
to get what.
Just to meet the 58, because if the most they could pay,
I wasn't saying trade. I was saying if Milwaukee had money where they can sign Austin Reeves.
I think it all depends where the cap is. Right now, they have 180 on the books going into next season. So if the cap is like wherever the cap is going to be the question, but we'll see.
I would like to see.
Yeah, I remember that Jim McElvain. Boy, I ain't heard that name in God knows when.
Yeah. They're like if I'm the Lakers, man, and all due respect, I've been saying I don't think LeBron should ever came to the Lakers to begin with. That just wasn't a good marriage at all. It should have been the biggest name in basketball with the biggest brand in basketball. It should have been a perfect marriage, but he will never be accepted here in LA. I've been saying it for the past couple of months. It's two teams. If I'm LeBron, 2.5. If I'm LeBron, where I want to go. And one of them teams, if you go there, dog, you're not ring chasing. You just have a chance to win a ring.
Who's that?
Washington. I know everybody joking, but when you see that roster, they got the number 1 pick. They got Alex Sarr, who started to come on late last year, Anthony Davis, and Trae Young.
Look, I'm not arguing from a basketball perspective.
I'm only talking about basketball.
I'm not arguing from a basketball perspective. LeBron in the nation's capital.
And it'd be ironic. He ended his career with the Wizards just like the other 20.
That's the reason why I'm not going there. Because there's no way. I'm like, LeBron, there's no way. Come on, dude. We know what you're doing there, dude. We all know.
Yeah, because we go there and have a better. Never mind.
We know what you're doing there.
You go there and have a better year.
Well, yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but we'll look ahead to more of that next when we get closer to free agency and in the off season. But I personally think LeBron's probably coming back. I don't know what happens with Austin Reeves. I don't know what happened with Rui Hachimura. I would like to bring Marcus Smart back. DeAndre Ayton could kick boulders for crying out loud. Talking about it. I mean, and let me be clear. I knew what DeAndre Ayton was going to be when they signed him. I wasn't expecting anything to change. And I think you got what you paid for. You got what you paid for. Unfortunately, he's on a has an $8 million player option, and the Lakers, all they can do is try to trade him. That's funny, shot. I remember shot watching. Shot text me watching this game. Speaking of some NBA, we saw some WNBA action. I got 2 WNBA stories I want to talk about. Well, first of all, this one tonight. Asia Wilson becoming the second WNBA player, the first WNBA player in WBA history with multiple 45-point games. Let's look at this stat line. Tonight, they beat the Connecticut Sun, the team that's going to soon now be the Houston Comets next year. And she puts up 45 on 15 out of 18 from the field and 13 for 13 from the line in 32 minutes of play. That is how you put up an efficient 40-point game, ladies and gentlemen. And she makes it look effortless. I know we talk about Caitlin Clark, we talk about Paige right now, but but that woman right there from South Kakalaka is still the best player in basketball. And if you want to argue me about it, go argue with your mama. There's not a better women's basketball player than Asia Wilson. You got that. But speaking of women basketball players, got congratulations in order. To a legend, a WNBA legend, an LA legend, an Inglewood legend, a Hall of Famer in her own right, a Hall of Famer. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep Asia Wilson's stats up there. So this past Sunday, the Sparks opened up the season with the Aces down in Crypto, down at Staples Center. And a little girl, and I heard this on the radio, a little girl posted posted on Instagram or TikTok saying, wondering why aren't there any women, female athlete statues in front of Staples Center? All these statues, you have Kobe's, you have Shaq, Magic, Kareem, Jerry West, Oscar De La Hoya, Wayne Gretzky, Luke Robitaille, Chick Hearn, you name them, they're there. But there's no women athletes in front of the Staples Center. Well, that's all going to change after September 20th, 2026, when the great Lisa Leslie has her statue, be the first player in Sparks history to have a statue in front of like I said, a legend in LA sports. Grew up in Compton, Inglewood, Morningside High. Woman had 101 points in the game one time. Went to USC, legendary USC Trojan, gold medalist, two-time MVP, WNBA MVP, two-time WNBA champion, three-time WNBA MVP, obviously a four-time gold medalist, a Naismith Hall of Famer, and now will have her image immortalized outside of the Staples Center for the rest of eternity. Obviously, we see what the Sparks are now, but back when the WNBA was starting and in the mid-2000s, they was a problem. If y'all have never seen Lisa Leslie highlights, if y'all don't know who Lisa Leslie is, well, you're about to find out today. I'm good. I'm good.
You want it?
What's that? Oh, it's right there. I get it.
They sent me two of them. It's the wrong one.
Oh, wow.
Send the shit I ordered.
Okay. So here's.
What you gonna do? She got it! For the first time in WNBA history, someone has done it!
Oh no, I gotta start that over. I apologize.
What you gonna do? She got it! For the first time in WNBA history, someone has done it! In a game, it's Lisa Leslie with the dunk. Swatted away by Leslie.
Lisa Leslie, again, one of the great all-time blockers in the WNBA.
Lisa Leslie, the face of the league throughout her career.
There's nothing that Lisa Leslie has not done. She's multiple MVP player, MVP of the WNBA. She's a great role model as well for women in athletics, really for all athletes.
And now she's getting a statue. Shout out to the great Lisa Leslie.
Shout out to Lisa Leslie, man.
I remember the first time I saw her, of course, was 96, the Olympics in Atlanta. I was like, dude, that 96 team, by the way, is going into the Hall of Fame this year, I might add. Man, it was a problem. And she obviously came up, she was the first player signed to the Sparks. They had a rough couple first years, but then eventually they got them rings playing for the great Michael Cooper. Shout out to you, Coop. Became the first woman to dunk in the game. And she was a Spark.
Greatest player in WNBA history.
Look, she's definitely on the Mount Rushmore, but I don't know. She had a teammate who came in there and she didn't have to pass the torch to her. She came in there and took it by becoming a rookie and an MVP in the same season. I'm talking about Candace Parker, who's also going in the Hall of Fame this year. Oh boy, but Lisa Leslie, yeah, she was dope. You got any memories of Lisa Leslie, man?
I do, and it's young memories.
She did. She did.
What happened?
Gave Rebecca Lobo fits.
Oh yeah, no, she gave
everybody
fits. Her hooping, of course, with the Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Was seeing her play against, like the WNBA players is always great. But I want to say my very first memories ever was at SC.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is before women's basketball really got, was really like big like that. We had a cousin that played basketball at SC, and it was the early 90s. And he was telling us Lisa Leslie is the best player at USC.
Wait a minute.
I remember, well, before Harold Miner, outside of Harold Miner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. Wasn't Harold Miner there at that time?
But, and so we watched the play. I started watching the play, and this is just crazy. Like, she had crazy game, dog. Like, and I seen somebody right in there. She's such a classy lady. Every time I've come across her, every time I've been in the same spots with her, areas with her, is nothing but class. Class around her. So
yeah,
salute to her.
Yeah, my boy Rashad is saying that obviously he's a UPS driver, so he's probably delivered in her area when she was living out here. I think she's now living in Orlando now, but she's doing big things. Obviously working with Unrivaled. Obviously, I think her daughter's gonna start playing. I think her daughter's gonna start hooping. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Lauren, so she's gonna start hooping. Yeah, she was one of the greatest I've ever saw. I mean, obviously, I'm a Sparks fan. I got to see it out here. Like I said, they had some rough first couple of years with the WNBA with the Sparks because the Houston Comets, who are going to be back in the WNBA next year, they came on and and the rocket ship never came down. And obviously they had a former Trojan on their squad, and that was in Sidney Cooper.
Mm.
And you hit the first pick in the draft. You get Tina Thompson. But yeah, they had a squad. Those Sparks teams had squads, and they got some championships.
I forgot to tell you guys, I was at Bank of America there.
Yeah. Shout out to Trev. But yeah, this is a good moment, and I'm glad that we're going to see it. She was going to be the first woman to get a statue in front of Staples Center. It was just a matter of when. It wouldn't matter if. Candace Parker will be number 2. So cannot wait for when that happens. We already got a number 9 retired in Staples in crypto Staples Center.
I mean, she never played in WNBA because she was older. Mm-hmm. But I think the greatest woman player should have a statue somewhere in LA.
If she don't have one, I'm assuming she has one at USC, right?
She might have one.
She should. And we're talking about one Cheryl Lynn Miller. She should have one.
The greatest woman player who ever touched the basketball. Whoever touched the basketball.
Ever. Reggie Miller will tell you He's not the greatest athlete in his family. By the way, and those 80s teams, those 80s when USC women's teams, go look it up. I saw the HBO documentary on it. Obviously, Cheryl Miller, Cynthia Cooper, the McGee twins. Come on, dude. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. And to think, we never got to see Cheryl Miller in the WNBA. By the way, shout out to Cheryl Miller. She's going to be working on the WNBA's coverage on NBC. So shout out to her.
Shout out to Cheryl Miller. Every time I've been to a USC women's game, she's sitting sideline.
Yes, she supports, and obviously we know we can't wait to see Juju back on the court this coming season.
I got to order my jersey. Hurt.
Yeah, and I know. By the way, I saw something the other day. Yeah,
travel.
Yeah, and that the Connecticut Sun, aka the Houston Comets, right now, and this is only after one game, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt, like we did the other day with the Azzy Flood story. They got the best chances of winning the lottery. I've been saying it, and I know people don't want to hear it. Look, we all believe the fix is in for Juju to be a spark, and that is going to bring back the LA Sparks to relevancy. With putting her with Kelsey Plum, with
that would be the replacement to Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, and obviously Nneka Ogwumike is probably going to be. She's nearing the end of her career. So
where's her sister?
She's here. She's probably in the studio right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her.
In this studio?
I wish. but she's local. De'Aaron Fox just hit a 3, and now the Spurs are back up 16. But yeah, hopefully that happens. But we'll see. And obviously, shout out to Asia Wilson. What a night she had tonight in the WNBA. Was going for 45. I want to go to a little college football story. And I'm gonna bring this back up Tuesday with Nick and Cody here, because obviously I think they should definitely have a say in on the story, especially because Nick knows how me and Nick share the same type of, I want to say not remorse, but same type. We have the same type of thought process when it comes to Lane Kiffin. So I don't know if you saw this story more. So Lane Kiffin did an interview with Variety magazine. And somehow the topic of recruiting at Ole Miss versus recruiting at his new job at LSU came up. So he says why he felt like it's more easier to recruit at LSU than recruiting at Ole Miss. And he said,
besides the obvious,
right? Which I don't understand, right? Which I would think, like, people didn't understand that. Like, hey, coach, we really like you, but my grandparents aren't letting me move to Oxford, Mississippi. That doesn't come up when you say Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this to Lane Kiffin. You coached at USC under Pete Carroll. You coached for my Tennessee Vols. We still have a little resentment for you for how that happened, how that played out. You go work for Nick Saban at Bama, take the job at FAU. Now you go to Ole Miss. Now you're at LSU. One thing, what up, Christy? By the way, congratulations to Christy. Got engaged. So shout out to Christy.
Wait, HR?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Christy. Made her an honest woman. So shout out to you, Slay. Congratulations. Lane Kiffin. Do you not know the history of when you took the job at Ole Miss? Did you not know the history of what goes on in that state? How they still celebrate the Confederate flag? What's the general name from Dukes of Hazzard? That they still celebrate that. So, it was going to be easy for you to recruit in Baton Rouge, but you didn't have a problem then. You still had black players then. And here's the thing. So, Paul Feinbaum had the guy who interviewed Lane Kiffin for Vanity Fair. First of all, what the heck is...
I just don't like when Lane Kiffin speaks. He just sounds like a scammer.
He is. You ain't got to tell me twice. I lived it.
He sounds like a politician. I'm not going to lie.
I was gonna say used car salesman, but that falls into the same category. Duh. But you didn't have no problem going there. You had no problem going there. You took the job. Now this is sour grapes because Ole Miss didn't let you coach in the playoff. And my question is, why would they? You're going. And they almost got to the championship without you. Sam says, I'm watching the Heat of the Night. They had a Confederate flag in the Heat of the Night as well. Now, I do not think this is going to cause the SEC boycott. But Lane Kiffin to say that, I'm like, come on, dude. You cannot be that tone deaf. We all know what's going on. Duh. Of course, it's going to be easier to get black kids to go to Louisiana than go to Mississippi. If they don't live in Mississippi, they weren't born and raised in Mississippi, they're not going there.
And not only that, you can get black players to go to Mississippi, especially if you give them full ride college educations.
Yeah.
But if I have the chance to go to either Louisiana or Mississippi, I'm going to Louisiana.
That's not brain. That's not brain science. So Steve Sarkisian got into the conversation.
Oh, another
Sark's friend, his former colleague at SC, now the head coach at Texas, who also went through the same type of process. We all know with him. Coach under Pete Carroll, took the job at Washington, went back to SC. Y'all saw what happened there. Went to work for Sark. Now went to work at the NFL. Then went to work for Nick Saban in Alabama. Then became the head coach of Texas.
Coaches,
coaching rehab. And this is what he had to say about Ole Miss. He's at Texas. We will only take 50% of the players' academic credit hours. All you have to do is take basket weaving, and you can get an Ole Miss degree. Let me say this to Sark. You're out of pocket. Because I do think there are kids that go to Ole Miss. There are athletes that do go to Ole Miss and actually do try to learn something. But you saying that basket weaving, that was a recruitment ploy. You ain't stupid. People ain't stupid. It was like when Lane Kiffin tried to tell Alshon Jeffrey when he was coaching at Tennessee, if you go to South Carolina, you're going to be pumping gas for the rest of your life.
He went to the NFL.
And won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And Sark, you ain't slick. What you got to focus on is
beating Georgia because you can't do it, pussy.
But you need to also focus on the fact that, where is it? I had a list here. That, this. Somebody did a survey, and the top 3 most expensive college football games are all Texas games. So the top 5 most expensive college football games going into next season. This is just to get it. This is just, the minimum. Wisconsin, Notre Dame, $826. Obviously, the big game, Michigan, Ohio State, $900. The Red River rivalry, Texas, Oklahoma, $907. Week 2, Texas, Oklahoma in Austin.
$1,000?
$1,000
just to get in the game.
Just to get $1,010, and then
that's the nosebleeds.
Yes, and then
how college kids afford? Never mind.
And then obviously the in-state rivalry with A&M. So you need to focus on that because everybody knows all eyes are on your quarterback this year. All eyes are going to be on Arch Manning this year. So you shouldn't be. So you doing all this slandering, trying to recruit as a recruiting ploy. You need to focus on making sure your quarterback's ready to go, because it's not going to get any easier going forward for Arch Manning. And that's what I'm going to say about that with him.
I think Arch will be all right. Man.
I think he will too. I think he's gonna be better. Now, is he going to be number 1 pick better? That remains to be seen. But we all know that last name is going to carry a lot of weight for him come draft time. And the Spurs are now back up 19 now. Tomorrow night, I'm not going to say too much about this fight, but I do want to talk. Ronda Rousey's going back into the octagon tomorrow night here in LA, into a dome versus Gina Carano. I personally think this is a money grab
for who?
For Ronda Rousey and for both. This is really for Jake Paul. Now I do expect to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a good fight. I'm gonna watch it. It's going to be on Netflix. I also know Francis Ngannou's fighting also on the card. Nate Diaz is fighting on the card.
Wait, somebody else is fighting because I got some money on it.
Francis Ngannou's fighting also was on the card fighting. Nate Diaz is fighting also. But the main event is obviously Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. I'm interested to see how does she look. She hasn't been in the octagon literally in 7 years. If I'm not mistaken, it's been 7 years or 8 years since the last time we saw Ronda Rousey in the octagon when she got knocked out by Amanda Nunes. I think it was New Year's Eve 2017. Which was her last fight, and then a month later she signed with the WWE. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not the UFC expert, but I will be watching. I'm a casual, so I can't really say much about the fight, but I'm intrigued to see because these are two big names. And Jake Paul's putting this on. And once again, Jake Paul, hate the man if you want. He's a good businessman. What up with you, BK? Relax, Mark. I'm intrigued to see how this goes. But let's get to what everybody's here to talk about. We all know what y'all want to talk about. And this is what we came here to see. It was that time of the year. It's been that time of the year. NFL schedule release. The schedules are out. Mark, we got a lot to discuss on these NFL schedules. And we're going to do it all here for the next hour or so, 30 minutes, hour or so. We got a lot to discuss on this schedule. All right, man. Let's start off how we going to start the season. We're going to start the season how we ended the season. Super Bowl rematch. We found out who will be facing off in the first game of the season, and that is going to be a Super Bowl rematch on a Wednesday night in Seattle.
Oh, who fuck plays football on Wednesdays?
I'll get there. I'm getting to that. The Seattle Seahawks will unveil their second Super Bowl banner against the team they defeated in this past February, the New England Patriots. Okay, Sam. All right. There's only 3 games I care about this season. Oh, wow. I would like to know who those games are. But Sam said our schedule is cool. Go Rams. Worst. Oh God, it's okay, Sam. Gotta let it go, man. Season started now. Y'all still the favorites, and y'all still the favorites to win the Super Bowl. So yeah, the season starts where the season ended with the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl rematch. My question is, what do we expect from this Seahawks team? Obviously, we know that we're going to see Sam Darnold, no Kenneth Walker. Obviously, now he's on to Kansas City.
No offensive coordinator.
Clint Kubiak's now the head coach of the Raiders. And then obviously we all know there's no Stephon Diggs now in
I have an idea where Stephon Diggs will end up.
In New England. But my question is, what do we expect from the Seahawks? It's still early. Week 1, 2, and December 6th. Okay. I think I know the December 6th game, what the December 6th game is.
Is that the Broncos?
Yes, it is.
What's week 1 and 2?
I have no idea. We're gonna find out. I got week 1. I haven't seen the week 2 schedule, but I do got week 1. Look, Sam said he's holding the grudge till next year. He might be holding that grudge for the next 4 years until we see actually when Ty Simpson plays. But yeah, this game is interesting. And then look, I want to see hear by something with the Patriots that doesn't involve their head coach. And obviously, it didn't shock me that someone was going to mention them on these on these videos. I think the Chargers, they showed the Patriots. I haven't watched the video, but the NFL wasn't going to tell teams not to avoid the whole Mike Vrabel Orsini situation. And we knew there was going to be probably some teams who would probably cross the line, but we'll see. Week 1, they play the Raiders. See, her brother-in-law, Nessa's brother-in-law is a Raiders fan. We know Nick's a Raiders fan. Week 2, they played the night. Well, who the heck is a Niners fan? Someone in her family's a Niners fan. Besides, we know Will's a Niners fan, but I know somebody in her family. But I know her brother-in-law is a Raiders fan. And Ty Simpson is and will be. I cannot say that until I see the man play. And I do not think McVay was all in on him. He was all in. Trust me, believe. They're not making that pick without getting the okay from McVay.
McVay and Ty Simpson was having lunches and stuff together.
Right.
What are we talking about here?
Les Snead said it. I mean, Ty Simpson said it. They had these secret meetings. This wasn't nothing new. Now, do I think McVay was being more deferential because of Matt Stafford? Yes. Would he have won a position player? Probably. It's true, Sam. You can say what you want, but the man ain't gonna lie. The man ain't lying. He said it. He met with McVay and Les Snead, and Les Snead said it too. By the way, Stephon Castle has 28 points already, as the Spurs are coasting right now on their way to the Western Conference Finals.
This is messing me up. Stupid ass Minnesota.
So yeah, that's week 1. That's the week 1 game. And Mark just asked, why is this game being played on a Wednesday? I hear San Jose Familia and her aunt, shout out to her Thea Cindy. Shout out to Thea Cindy. No, her aunt Cindy. Yo, you good? You right?
I didn't say nothing. Nobody heard me, John.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to
the reason why you're seeing the Seahawks and the Patriots on a Wednesday night is this. The first ever game in Australia, which will take place on a Thursday night at 8:35 Eastern on Netflix, which will be a Friday morning in Australia, by the way, on Netflix.
But why a game on Thursday? Football don't be played on. Not on Thursday. Football don't be played on Wednesdays
because they need to have the game stand alone. They need to have the kickoff game stand alone. Then what? Move the
Seattle and Patriots game.
The Seattle Patriots game is the kickoff game.
It shouldn't be on a Wednesday, man.
So you're saying move that to Thursday? They should have moved this to what, Friday? Or
yes. All due respect to 49er fans and Rams fans, this could have waited. That game on Wednesday is crazy. That's damn near as bad as a game on Tuesday.
So I can't even enjoy that game either. Oh, that's right, because it's on a Wednesday. Because let's see. This is gonna be the first game in Australia. That's why Rams 49ers. And it's a Rams home game, by the way. So it's gonna be on Netflix. And Netflix is gonna be heavily involved in the sports world, particularly NFL.
And podcasting world.
Yeah. And De'Aaron Fox just nailed a 3, and now the Spurs have now gotten 102. Is 102.76. So let's get ready for Spurs Thunder Monday night in OKC.
This the best series of the best 2 teams in basketball.
We're going to finally see. Sunday night, we get the first Sunday night game of the year. This will be the schedule permitting, of course, will possibly be the return of Sunday Night Lights and for Sunday Night Football.
Dog, they up 28.
This is insane. I didn't think Minnesota was going to wet the bed this bad. I figured they were going to lose, but I thought they at least went out without a fight. But Wemby said no. Wide open. The Cowboys and Giants in the Meadowlands. The first Sunday nighter of the year. John Harbaugh's debut as head coach of the New York Football Giants. Obviously, Jackson Dart starting his first week 1 start. Dak Prescott. Obviously, I got to look ahead to this game because obviously it's NFC East. The question is, what intrigues you about this game?
Nothing. Nothing at all. To be honest with you, nothing at all.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, to me, man, this is just
Rob. Come on, man. Hey, Rob. Come on, dude.
The Cowboys and Giants rivalry. That's literally the only thing that. That's the only thing that interests me about this game. But shout out to the Cowboys and Giants, man. We might do Sunday Night Lights.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. First weekend we all see.
If I'm here, I might be in Arizona.
Yeah, it is, Trell. AAA is going to be more intriguing that day.
Oh.
AAA is going to be more intriguing.
AAA. I thought he said AA is more intriguing. I was about to say, man, hey.
No, AAA is more.
I was
good point, Trell. That's good. Good point.
I was about to say AA is for quitters.
Good point. That's what about it. AAA is happening that weekend in Mexico. So shout out. That's gonna be
having a weekend in Mexico is always more intriguing.
Shout out to it. Let's go to the first Monday nighter of the year, and it involves my Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, which I think is some crap.
With or without Mahomes?
That's what I don't understand. We don't even know if this dude's playing, but we couldn't get the home game. Whatever. All right. But no, yes, right. Triple Mania is going down that weekend, and the Sunday is going to be in Mexico, so we probably won't have Sunday Night Lights that week. We'll have to defer it to the week 2. Obviously, Jalen Waddle's now a Bronco.
Fucking Brandon being yeah. Congratulations, John.
Thanks. And obviously, we don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. Obviously, Eric Bieniemy's going to be back. They're trying to revamp this defense.
Wouldn't it be something if the Chiefs draft Baby Mahomes?
That'd be funny. Yeah, that's what I said too.
What?
Yeah, I was cursing too. Why the first game in why the Broncos had the best record in football, and we're not the home team, but that's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. We won't be mad. We just beat them in Kansas City, and then we'll beat them when they come to the crib in November. That's all I care about.
All right.
The first Thursday night game of the year. But let's go to first. But let's first look at the rest of week 1. So obviously we talk about the marquee games, the kickoff, the Australian game, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Here's the rest of the week 1 slate. We got Christie and Fats Bears against the Panthers. We got Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay versus Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Trails Saints against the Lions.
Oh, she said don't put things in her mouth. She was cussing because of Waddle.
Don't put what? Dog, she did not say that.
She
said don't put words in my mouth.
What I said?
You said don't put things in my mouth. Huh? Yo, you good?
My bad.
Yeah, you're
my bad.
All right, man. Okay. We got
she said put things in my mouth, not words.
Yeah, these dudes are saying. All right. Speaking of Mark, your Bills takes on Cody's Texans.
Same difference.
Yo, Trey, relax. All right. Your Bills take on Cody's Texans. We got the Ravens and the Colts, the Browns and the Jags.
Shout out to the Browns.
Brown. Oh, that's what's bringing out the chocolate.
What she did that?
She's yelling and bringing out the chocolate.
Why are you yelling at your shoe?
No, she ain't yelling at the shoe. She's yelling at you, and she's bringing the shoe. Everybody knows what the chocolate stands for. She's bringing out a double chocolate for Trill.
Is that double fisted?
Yo, you good?
It's always better when they use 2 hits.
Yo, what's wrong with you?
What?
Yo, did you say Nessa was double fisted Trill?
I didn't say double. I didn't double fisted anything. I just said it's always better when they use 2 hits.
Back to the schedule. You got the Falcons and the Steelers, Jets, Titans. Yeah, right. Exactly.
No listening.
You got the Cardinals and the Chargers.
What? Why? Dr. Marcus. I am a doctor now.
By the way, what is a DV? What is a DVD? What's a you a DVD, yo? You got a DVD? Well, I'm not gonna say a PhD. I know what a PhD is.
Same.
Oh man, that's insane. Oh man. Oh, he works at the DMV. No, he has a DVM.
Yeah.
He has a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the vagina monologues?
Degree in moving vagina.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's what DMV is stand for. Dick mouth vagina.
Yo.
The Jets and Titans. Like I said, Cardinals and the Chargers. Nets, Dolphins versus the Raiders. All right, cool. We got an NFC North showdown with the Panthers and the Vikings, and then an NFC East showdown with the Commanders and the Eagles. I'm looking at the schedule as Mark's come back as he goes back to his food. Obviously, the Bills Texas game is what intrigues me because obviously our chat with him and Coach is going to be very interesting on that Sunday. And if you're noticing, they're trying to get rid of a lot of these 1 o'clock window games. I'm seeing that. And then we really need to hire a new HR because y'all be wilding. Oh, really? Sports for You is looking for a new HR, ladies and gentlemen. Please apply at sportsforyouPodcast@gmail.com or DM us at Sports for You Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. What's that? What's that? Oh. I know what it was.
You see her hair?
No, I know what it was. I helped her take it down.
Mom, your hair is nice.
Hey, that's a lot for a guy. That's a lot for a guy.
It is a lot for a guy. Mom, your hair is nice. You're welcome.
Yes. Oh, the service we did today?
He was just started his game banging career.
Yeah.
Is he grandson?
I did his funeral today. Nephew. Isn't that?
Well, yeah, he did die from AIDS.
Hold on. Area 51.
Somebody injected it.
All right, back to the schedule. So, Mark, any of these games, obviously, besides you and versus your Bills versus Cody's Texans, outside of that, what games intrigue you week 1?
Huh?
Not even try to go ahead.
I honestly, if Mahomes play, I like y'all game.
I do too, but I mean,
that Tampa Bay Cincinnati game. And I mean, everybody gave the Raiders draft an A. I want to see that. I want to see that Dolphins Raiders game. See how that turns out.
Yeah, y'all pray for me after that game. Let's look ahead to week 2. We do have one game to talk about for week 2, and that's this game. The first game in the new Highmark Stadium in Buffalo.
What's the name of the stadium?
Is it Highmark?
Yeah, it's Highmark.
That's a good job. The Lions versus Mark's Bills on first Thursday night game of the year on Prime Video. Man, Mark, out the gate. Y'all have the Texans. Y'all get the Lions.
Yeah, somebody didn't like us early.
Obviously, it's gonna be a first primetime game. First primetime game for Joe Brady. And obviously, we're gonna talk more about this when we get to the 2 days, but early expectations for what you see from Joe Brady.
I want to see how he responds as a head coach instead of just offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you should.
Huh?
You should be getting kickbacks for the name of the stadium.
Oh, also, I want to see our defense because we switched from a 4-3 to a 3-4. So I want to. That's some of the things I want to see.
And then obviously talk about the Lions. Obviously, they took a step back last year, and now can Dan Campbell keep them? Can he bounce back? And they have a better season than they did last year. Obviously, this is the second year without Ben Johnson, without Aaron Glenn. Obviously, they're going to have a new offensive coordinator again this year. And obviously, they trade David Montgomery to the Texans. So Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be pretty much the feature back. So it's really interesting to see how the Lions bounce back from a disappointing year last year when they was one of the best teams in 2024. Can they bounce back in 2026 to get back to that dominance? We talked about this on Tuesday, but now it's official. These are the international games. We already talked about Rams and the 49ers in Australia, Melbourne. How about the day after my birthday, the Cowboys and the Ravens in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? That's gonna be a 4 Eastern window game on CBS. And then we got the London games starting 3 straight weeks in October. Colts, Commanders, Eagles, Jaguars, Texans, Jaguars. And for the first time ever, the NFL goes to Paris as the Steelers, we assume with Aaron Rodgers as QB, take on Trail Saints in Paris.
Excuse me, who's Perry? The platypus?
Yeah, you good?
Mm-hmm. Hey, JoJo.
What's up, JoJo? And then we go to Madrid, Spain.
Magic.
I said Madrid. They are in Spain. And
shout out.
We get the Bengals and the Falcons. Then we go to Munich, Germany for
you said what?
Munich, Germany for Patriots and the Lions. And then we end the international games on a Sunday night. On a Sunday night in Mexico City with the Vikings and the 49ers.
Go to Mexico.
Let me first ask this. Mm-hmm. Is this too many international games?
Yes. No. I'm not going to do that because NFL is a business. It's no longer just a sport, it's a business. So they trying to include all fans. And I think in the next 10 to 15 years, you're going to see a team outside the U.S.
So let's start with we already talked about the Melbourne game.
The Munch game.
Munich.
Yeah, Munch.
Munich.
Yeah, too. That too.
That is an interesting game. The Lions and the
you can become a mutant if you eat it too much.
Yeah, you good? That is an interesting game. But this Mexico City game, because we might do a Sunday Night Lights for this one.
Being a Munch in Mexico City is crazy.
Sunday Night Lights would be schedule permitting. Vikings 49ers in Mexico City, Azteca Stadium. And who's going to be the QB that when we're watching this game? Is it, relax, JoJo, is it going to be J.J. McCarthy or is it going to be Kyler Murray? That is the question. Is Justin Jefferson even still going to be on the Vikings at this time? Because this will be right after the trade deadline.
I don't think he'll be on the Vikings. I don't think he'll be on the Vikings.
That is going to be the question. Obviously, Texans Jaguars is an NFC South game happened in Wembley Stadium. So
they play tennis?
Nah, it'll be football, Americano. Obviously, this is the weekend, the day after my birthday, probably day after the Usher Chris Brown concert too. Ravens, Cowboys in Brazil. Last year we did a watch along for the Brazil game with the Chiefs and the Chargers, but this time this game is going to be in the regular 4:00 window on the Sunday. So
we should go to Brazil to do a game.
That'd be dope. But that game, I think that's the game I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Cowboys, Ravens in Brazil, and then the Mexico City game in
September 27th. You might be you might be partied out.
Yeah, September 27th might be
you might be partied out. October 4th, October 11th. That's
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, we can. I mean, if you want to, dog, I got the. I mean, just by now by looking at it, that Washington Colts game. I don't mind doing the game just to do it. I don't mind doing that game.
We won't be doing that game because that game is at 6:30 in the morning.
Excuse me.
Those games, the Belinda games, are all at 6:30 in the morning.
Who's Belinda? Why we gotta go like up at 6:30 in the morning game to watch her?
I don't know, but yeah, but those are the international games that are on the slate.
Belinda got some titties.
Yeah, shout out to him. But let's go to
Titty Friday.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. With another tradition of football, and that's Thanksgiving football. And for the first time ever, and in Mark, you're gonna be mad again. We got football again on a Wednesday. So for the first time ever, we will have a Thanksgiving Eve game. And this is what I'm saying. You're gonna see this name right here. Netflix is really getting involved in this.
Wait, we have 2 games on Wednesday?
1.
2.
No, this is Thanksgiving Eve.
I'm talking for the season.
Yes.
Why? I hate the NFL.
We might not. Well, let me see. We might. That might not be the only game. Yeah. Oh, it's Freaky Friday. The TTs are for Tuesday. Why that can't be for every day, JoJo? But here's the Thanksgiving schedule. Thanksgiving Eve on Netflix. First ever Thanksgiving Eve game. It will be the Packers and the Rams at SoFi. Then we have the Thanksgiving Day games, which we all know very well. Starting on CBS, a tradition as no other. The Bears and the Lions in Detroit. in the Motor City. Then NFC East showdown with the Eagles and the Cowboys in Dallas on Fox. And then Thanksgiving, Mark, your Thanksgiving just got interesting. I know this is not going to ruin your appetite, but hope this doesn't change your mood.
Well, we beat them in the regular season. We just don't beat them in the playoffs.
True that. The Chiefs and the Bills on Thanksgiving night on NBC and Peacock. But then
Peacock.
Relax. And then Black Friday.
Can we?
I know, right? I know what you're going. Yeah. Amazon Prime Video, my Broncos versus the Steelers. On the I believe they're supposed to be the biggest shopping day of the year. My Broncos are playing on that day. Well, I wasn't going shopping anyway. That's my daughter. My focus on that is a different reason. That's the weekend of my daughter's birthday. So my focus wouldn't even been on outside the games. I'm not caring about Amazon. Okay. So JoJo said because specific names for specific days didn't say they wouldn't be included. You just get a lot extra on Friday. Okay. I see. Got you. That's what's up. That's what's up.
For Black Friday?
No, she's saying Freaky Friday.
Oh, I'm about to say, yo, what is we doing here?
But yeah, those are the Thanksgiving games. Yeah, we have a Thanksgiving Eve game.
Man, this nigga not about to get no rebounds, man. They're by 78.
Wow, and not expect this game. How many rebounds do you already know?
3 probably.
115-90 is the Spurs. The Spurs are on their way to the Western Conference Finals. Their first time since, I believe, since 2017 that they've been in the conference finals
with Kawhi, right?
Yeah, that was the game where Kawhi, Zaza Pachulia stepped on his ankle.
I got this one. This hit.
And shout out. So
let's see what else hit.
Thanksgiving.
I'm just trying to hit.
We should all try to hit. Thanksgiving Day, Cowboys beat the Eagles and move to 12. Okay, Rob, you got to relax, man.
Oh, this one hit.
Oh, cool. Shout out. Shout out to the Spurs and shout out to everybody.
He got 6 rebounds.
Yeah, you might be screwed. Relax, JoJo. Relax. All right, that's the Thanksgiving game. But Christmas Day, after you finish the night before drinking all that eggnog, wrapping those gifts, playing under the mistletoe,
you can't get 11 rebounds, man.
Watching
porn
or Die Hard,
which is a Christmas movie,
or Home Alone, or Miracle on 34th Street, or It's a Wonderful Life. Whatever you do on Christmas Eve, I have to put out the milk and cookies for Santa.
Huh?
I put out the milk and cookies for Santa.
Well, Santa lactose intolerant.
You probably just leave the milk. But Christmas Day football. And it all starts on Thursday night on Christmas Eve. Thursday night football between the Texans and the Eagles.
Oh shit, we play on Christmas?
I was getting there. Christmas Day on Netflix, a doubleheader. First, the rivalry of rivalries between the Bears and the Packers in Soldier Field. Over on Fox, a rematch of the NFC Championship between the Rams and the Seahawks.
John, I ain't never had beef with you on Christmas, dog.
But the game of the day and the game that everybody's going to be talking about, because everybody's going to be talking about the play that wasn't a play, was it a catch, was it not a catch? The rematch happening on Christmas Day. Mark's Bills and my Broncos. Yes, on Netflix.
Damn, I can't go to that game. Wait, do I have that this year for Christmas? Let me figure shit out.
I got Sophie that day. Christmas Day in Denver in the Mile High. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, y'all didn't happen on, but y'all didn't happen on a holiday. I need this live. It's Christmas, JoJo.
And no,
it's Christmas.
When the Bill, the last, John, we played the last 2 years in the playoffs, huh?
Yes.
The last 2 years in the playoffs, it wasn't nothing live.
No. Definitely the first year it wasn't nothing live because Broncos, we scored the first touchdown, and after that, the Bills was like, okay, trying to put this on autopilot. We're not gonna go, and we're not gonna rehash what happened this year in the playoffs because everybody's gonna talk about
not me.
Well, except Mark,
not me, because we should have won the game in regulation.
Everybody's gonna talk about it all the way leading up to this game. Yes, the Bills and the Broncos will meet on Christmas Day. I just hope after I finish eating some of my mom's smoked ham, that I will be in Denver live for that game. Well, ho ho ho, we'll see. Oh, I said my
John,
bad. My bad.
John, are you good?
I'm bad. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. The Broncos and Bills on Christmas on Netflix. Did Al Duncan do this? Al Duncan's a Broncos fan. Al Duncan did this. I know this is why. Al Duncan did this. What? I'm sorry. I think Al Duncan did this. She's really, and then the final Thursday night football game of the year is New Year's Eve. So if you're getting ready to pop those bottles and watch the ball drop.
Pop something else, John.
Well, there might be some of that.
Hey, did he play that in the verses?
I gotta go back and watch. I haven't. Hey, Nessa, tomorrow we'll watch Rick Ross after I get back home from Sophie. Rick Ross, French Montana versus. We gotta watch that.
Because I want to know if he played Pop That Pussy.
He did. Oh, he did.
Who did he play against?
I don't know what he played it against. Remember, because that was when Ross brought Rebecca J on stage to dance with Mac. The dance on the grind on Max B.
Max B, yeah. I didn't, yeah.
I think I'll let you know. But yeah, final Thursday night football game of the year is New Year's Eve, and it is the rivalry between the Ravens and the Bengals, and Trey Hendricks's return to Cincinnati. Oh boy, that's gonna have that game's gonna be the talk of a lot. Gonna have a lot of people talking. Yeah, that game's gonna have everybody talking. So Ravens, Bengals, final Thursday night of the year. All right. You agree with? I told them to go.
What?
They want us to go. Everyone wants us to go live.
I don't care what they want.
Oh, she was talking about that is right. The Miami Denver game. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. In Denver.
And being a part of the Mile High Club at that point.
Yo, you good?
What?
All right, man.
What? Who said that out loud? That's crazy.
I did not say that out loud. I'm saying I wasn't thinking it, but I'm saying I wasn't saying it out loud. All right, here's the primetime schedules. Let's start with Sunday Night Football, which, of course, will determine what games Sunday Night Lights will be on for this upcoming season. Obviously, we got week. We're not going to be on we're not going to be on that Wednesday night for the Patriots Seahawks. We might.
Football don't get played on Wednesdays, man.
obviously we're not gonna be on for week 1 Giants and the Cowboys. Week 2, we'll see how now Cowboy Colts Chiefs. That game ain't gonna be good. Week 3, which is my birthday weekend, and look who's freaking playing.
They go to Denver. Y'all don't come here, huh?
No, they go to Denver.
I was about to say, John, if that was your birthday weekend, we should go to that game.
Yeah. I know, and I know I still get the opportunity to go see my squad here. But I have not gotten to see them against, well, the last time we played the Rams was Christmas and we got smoked by Baker Mayfield. That was a Russell Wilson year. Russell Wilson's first year.
Let's ride.
Yeah, don't we yeah, she does.
What the
my bad. Lions, Panthers.
A Lion Panthers. Crazy.
That may be.
It's a lot of pussy in that game.
Yes. No, we'll be at the Christmas. Yeah, exactly.
What day? Your birthday?
Well, my birthday is the day before. The day before. Not.
That's what I'm saying.
She's saying that because I going to Denver. Ravens, Falcons. Cowboys. Yes. Weather schedule permitting, that was a debut of Sunday Night Lights last year. Cowboys, Packers, and ended in a tie. This time they go to Lambeau. Week 7, Chiefs, Seahawks, definitely. Week 8, that NFC East matchup, Eagles, Commanders, definitely. How about this week 9?
I'm going Commando.
You good? Week 9.
I'm a bald eagle.
We got oh boy.
You at least got to get some head on the airplane. Wait, are we lost?
Yes, man. Bears and the Buccaneers. That'd be interesting. Week 10, definitely Steelers, Bengals.
Shout out to those getting head in movie theaters.
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously we'll definitely do the Mexico City game with Vikings, 49ers, schedule permitted. Thanksgiving, no. The Sunday night, we get Patriots and Chargers, but that all depends. That's also my daughter's birthday weekend. Who's bald eagle? Oh wow. Okay. Texans, Steelers, definitely. Mark your Bills and the Packers. Week 14.
We're not watching that game.
We got Lions, Vikings. How about the Sunday after Christmas? We got Jaguars, Cowboys. And then we got Eagles, 49ers. Definitely week 17. But yeah, the rest of those games are all TBD. Because they're big. Yeah, right.
I'm TBD.
That's what she told. That's what I was told. That's what someone told me about myself. Monday Night Football. My bad. We already talked about my Broncos and the Chiefs. How about week 2? We got Giants and the Rams. We got Eagles and the Bears. Let's go back to Sunday night. Any of these Sunday night games intrigue you?
Well, we not. So it's 3 games we're not doing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 games, yeah. If that Patriots Seahawks game was on Sunday, I would say that one. But that's on a stupid ass Wednesday. Football when we played on Wednesday. I want to see what the Bears look like, man. I'm intrigued by the Bears. I'm also intrigued by the Vikings. I want to see what if Kyler Murray starting, how they look.
Right.
That Eagles and 49ers game is always good. I might be a cousin for that though.
Shout out to cousin. Dope.
Patriots and Chargers. I think the Chargers will be really good this year, man.
Yeah, that was actually the walk. That was the walk. Paco, what up, man?
Paco, what up with it? I gotta hit you up, Paco.
Yeah, that was a wild card game.
Shout out to you and your family. She said, "Oh, she heard what?
You heard what, JoJo?
Oh, we all heard. It was somebody had the.
Yeah, was what we doing right now?
Somebody had the glass to the door.
Yo, you good? You good? All right, man.
Listen, I just said somebody had a glass to a door. I don't know what's so hard about that. Oh, Pop That Pussy came on versus Hustling.
total polar opposite songs, but okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm intrigued by that game for more reasons. One, obviously the Broncos, but two, my daughter's a Rams fan.
I'm glad
until now. I mean, for now. Cowboys, Packers. Michael Parsons is back, and then Seahawks, Chiefs. Obviously, any divisional matchup always intrigues me. Like Commanders and the Eagles.
I like when they go commando too.
Me too. Like you said, this game right here, Bears and the Buccaneers is good. This Mexico City game has really got me interested because I want to see what the Vikings look like after the trade deadline. This would be interesting because that was a playoff matchup right there.
Lay says Sophie's going to be a Chargers fan.
No, she's not. Don't you dare in your life put that. No, you're not. Get out of here. Relax. No,
popping pills? That's what Bill Cosby got in trouble for.
Popping pudding? Not bad.
John, are you good? Are you okay, dog?
Yeah, I'm good. This game's going to treat me because obviously I know how you're going to be reacting during this game.
The Eagles.
And this one right here because I know how Will's going to be reacting during this game. So yeah, so those are the games. Let's go now. Let's move on to Monday Night Football. I stated we got obviously with my Broncos opening against the Chiefs. We got Rams and the Giants at SoFi.
Oh shit, that Rams game is a Monday night game?
Yeah. Rams Giants?
No, Rams Bills.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
Somebody might be in that building. I'm gonna hit Jay.
All right. Yeah, that's Indigenous People Day, I think.
That's what?
I think it's Indigenous People Day. So brothers will be off that day.
Not me. The post office on.
Oh yeah, my bad. All right, Eagles Bears because obviously Jalen Hurts versus Caleb Williams. We got Falcons Saints. Obviously, this game Mark just talked about. Bills Rams at SoFi. Last two MVPs meeting. Commanders and the 49ers could be the Brandon Ayuk revenge game once he signs with the Commanders. Eagles Cowboys always. The battle of the SC quarterbacks with Bears, Seahawks. Mark your Bills going against the Vikings or what's probably left of them after the trade deadline.
Hopefully, Justin Jefferson's on Buffalo at that point.
This is going to be interesting. The Harbaugh Bowl. Well, the student versus the teacher. Oh, this game is a wrap.
Well, my car is fucked up.
Yeah, the Spurs are on their way to the West Conference. Jesse Minter will make his Monday Night Football debut against his former team, the Chargers. Obviously, Bengals battle the LSU QBs with Burrow and Jalen Daniels.
Or Arizona State versus Ohio State. If you look at
True that. NFC East showdown with the Cowboys. NFC showdown with the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Said any flex changes besides one we want to see?
To be determined. Let's see how they put. I wait to see how teams look in the season before I talk flex games. So once they see how teams look, then we can decide which game should be moved out of prime time. Steelers, Jags, Patriots, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, and then I'm sorry. I forgot we got I've skipped over Commanders. And the Colts. We got Eagles, Jags. We got Texans and the Jags. We have Saints and the Steelers. We have
Commanders got 3 Monday night games. Who they fuck? I mean,
we'll get there. And then we got Bengals, Falcons. Like I said, and then we end the Monday night slate with Texans and the Packers. Y'all, this game with y'all and the Rams, it intrigues me because obviously I remember the last time y'all was at SoFi.
They beat us. That was a show.
Yeah, anytime like you see Josh Allen versus Matthew Stafford, sign me up.
You know what's so funny, John?
What's that?
That time when we came out here last time, that was the weekend after I went to Buffalo.
Right.
Now, this time we come out here to go to the Rams, and the following weekend we go to Oakland, to Vegas.
Interesting. And then I like that game. I like obviously Bears and the Seahawks, Chargers, Ravens. So it's gonna be a pretty good, interesting Monday night slate on ESPN, NFL Network, and ABC. Let's go to the Thursday night games on Prime Video. Obviously, you guys kick off the season with the Bills versus the Lions. We got Falcons and the Packers. Steelers, Browns, Buccaneers, Cowboys. What would have been the Super Bowl rematch had Bo Nix not broke his ankle. Us versus the Seahawks in Denver. Patriots, Bears, Panthers, Packers, Jaguars, Ravens, Commanders, Giants. Obviously, Colts, Texans. My Broncos and the Steelers on Black Friday. Chiefs and the Rams, definitely that game always. I don't think they've played each other since that Monday night game in at the Coliseum in LA, to be honest. Vikings, Patriots. This is an interesting game with the 49ers and the Chargers here at SoFi. That game is actually at SoFi. Obviously, Christmas Eve, Texans and the Eagles, and then we end the season New Year's Eve with Ravens and the Bengals. That Chargers and Niners game seems pretty interesting at the end of the season. Paco say he'll be at that Browns Steelers game Thursday. Shout out. Who's getting treats? Okay, Lay. Oh, Judge. Lay say something about some treats? I see JoJo say something. Who say something about treats?
Wait, what? Marcus? Why everybody keep calling my name? What I did?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Now, Lay saying that Sophie's gonna be that she's gonna be a Dolphins a Chargers fan, while Lessa says she's gonna be a Dolphins fan. What the heck is going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. She'll go with the original team that she should have been a fan of, which is the Buffalo Bills.
That you got typed up with her mama. Her mama was double dipping. My bad. I know that can be taken. I know that connotation can be taken in so many bad ways. But
are you good, dog?
I'm good. I'm not reading Rose Court. I'm reading what Paco said. He said supply lane. And I'm like,
huh?
Oh, I said suppy lay. I thought he said supply lay.
Suppy lay?
Or I thought he said suppy lay. No. JoJo was talking about some treats. And then Paco said suppy lay. I thought he was talking about lay.
Somebody's getting a road juice on them in court.
Relax. I told Sophie I would buy her anything from the 10 to D. That's Spanish for liquor store, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm sick of trying to brainwash my child, but that's a whole nother conversation. But she follows. Let her have her mind of her own. All right, let's go to here's interesting. We got a Saturday night doubleheader.
Oh, they up 30.
Yeah, so the Timberwolves season is over. The Western Conference Finals start Monday. Bismack Biyombo's in the game. That shows you how bad this game is.
And Mason Plumlee.
And Kelly Olynyk. And Dolly. All right. Look at this game on Saturday. Hey, I know what you mean. I'm just saying. Oh, at the end of me, small store. I know. Okay, but still, you were talking about the liquor store by my house, so I know what you're saying. The Battle of the Birds between the Seahawks and the Eagles, and then mark your Bills and Fats Bears fate on
God damn, how many primetime games we gonna have?
Y'all got a Saturday night game. Watch the Commanders on 3. Oh, I have the list of teams who got primetime games. We're getting there. So that's the Saturday night game doubleheader. Here's some of the marquee games according to NFL Plus. Week 1, they have a marquee game for each week. You guys obviously have week 2. I got week 3. Yeah, I got week 5. Y'all got week 5.
She got week 4.
She got week 4 with the Colts and the Commanders.
Shout out to Doc. John, you going to
what? You good?
You want your funeral?
Oh, no, yet. I got to think out the
I
next
got
day.
you. All right, so I should not even know.
It's okay. Obviously Cowboys, Giants, week 6. Chiefs, Seahawks, week 7. Panthers, Packers.
Excuse me?
Panthers, Packers, week 8.
You said Packer?
You're right.
Jojo, I guess we got to get our Spanish lessons with this man. Oh, you give him the Spanish lessons?
Yeah, relax. Bengals, Falcons, week 9. Chargers, Ravens, week 10. Vikings, 49ers, week 11. Obviously, Thanksgiving with the Chiefs and the Bills. Cowboys, Seahawks, week 13. Bills and Doc's Packers, week 14. Seahawks,
That's in
Eagles,
Green
week
Bay?
15. Yeah.
What week is that?
Week 14. That's 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. So, since I'll be in December.
Me and Doc might need to have a conversation about going to Green Bay real quick.
Seahawks, Eagles, Packers, Bears. Obviously, that's Christmas. And then Eagles, 49ers in the final week of the season. Obviously, Steelers and the Ravens look like the marquee game there. As Anthony Edwards walks back to the locker room as this season comes to an end.
He can go play them little kids one-on-one like you were saying.
Bro, you see how they remade the Sprite commercial? The Grant Hill Sprite commercial with him?
Getting home?
Yeah, pause. All right, here's the top 10 games of the season.
Oh, I should be on the Sprite commercial being home.
So this is from NFL.com. The top 10 games we look forward to this season. Number 10, the Super Bowl rematch with the Seahawks and the Patriots. Number 9, we got the Ravens going to Cincy. Trey Hendrickson's return. Cincinnati. Chiefs and the Seahawks, number 8. My Broncos at the Patriots in a rematch of the AFC Championship at number 7. Rams, 49ers at number 6. Mark your Bills versus the Patriots, 5. Steelers, Ravens, 4. Packers, Bears, 3. The Thanksgiving matchup with the Chiefs and Mark's Bills at number 2. And then the NFC Championship matchup on Christmas between the Rams and the Seahawks, 1. That's according to NFL.com. That's their top 10 games of the season. All right, let's look at my Broncos schedule. Win, loss, win because I don't want to hear Will's mouth. Win because I definitely don't want to hear.
Where y'all play at? In Denver or in 49 in San Francisco?
We're in Denver
against the Niners.
No, we're at San Francisco. I don't want to hear. I'm still saying win. I don't want to hear Will or Josh's mouth.
I'm about to put that in the group chat right now.
Win.
Hold on, everybody. John, you just keep talking.
I will be at the game at SoFi.
You going to the game in Hard Rock Stadium too, right?
Actually, they come to Mile High. Okay, lost there. Win over the Arizona. Win over the Chiefs. Win over the Panthers. Sorry to my homegirl Holly. We got our bye week. Definitely beating the Raiders because I'm no way we're losing to those dudes. Steelers on Black Friday because that's the day before Sophie's birthday. Dolphins, I just feel like this. If the Broncos win, I win. If the Dolphins win, I win. Jets, definitely not losing to them. Raiders, beating them again. Bills, I'm winning because it's Christmas. But I'll take the L there.
You might win again.
Patriots, we're winning that game because that should have been us. We should have been in the dang Super Bowl. And again, I'm not losing to the Chargers. So if I had to give you the Broncos record, I would say we are 13-4 going at the end of the season. Like, obviously, I am really looking at the Chargers game, which happens out here in LA, which I have missed the last 2 years. I will be there. I will be there 2 out of the last 3 years, but I will be there this year. You can believe that. Definitely, what would it look like if we would have played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl? I obviously want to smash the Chiefs and the Raiders all the time. And then Christmas Day against our squads meeting each other will be very interesting. And in Denver and in that Dolphins game, I might be doing some traveling. Let me do some traveling that weekend. Holla at your boy. We will be in for that game.
If the Broncos
when you get an L, you will get it. You get an L.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you might get. I get an L. All right. Yeah. Side note: Dolly made it. Yeah, 2 nights ago. Yeah, we just saw Dolly.
Are you good? Are you good, John?
What?
They might not understand what you're saying, but I heard you.
Oh, my bad. All right, Mark.
Yeah.
Your Bills.
This will be my first time looking at this game.
All right, here we go. Y'all at the Texans.
That's be a tough game.
Thursday night, you open a new state. You open at Highland Mark Stadium against the Lions.
Another tough. I think we can beat the Texans. The Lions game, we'll see how they look.
Y'all welcome the Chargers, the Buffalo.
I think we go beat the Chargers.
Y'all get 3 straight at home because the Patriots come into town.
I think we'll beat Patriots in Buffalo.
Y'all head to
that's a tough
Monday night.
game. That's a tough game. I'm not gonna lie. That Rams game is a tough game.
Okay. The Raiders, y'all gonna be the Raiders.
We
Sorry,
break the Raiders. We might lose our bye week.
Y'all host the Ravens.
That could be a tough game because Stephon Diggs going there.
That's the final game. Whoa. I can see
wait
that.
a minute. Wait a minute.
I can see that too.
Wait a minute.
That's the final game. That's the final game before the trade deadline too. At the Vikings.
We might have Justin Jefferson. I'm gonna say win versus the Vikings.
Obviously the Jets.
Dolphins
Jets.
win.
Then Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
Win.
The Patriots.
Questionable.
Y'all agree at Lambeau on Sunday. By the way, that Lambeau game is on the Sunday night.
I gotta win.
That's just again. At the Broncos on Christmas Day.
Questionable. I think we might lose that game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, at Miami.
Win.
And then
win.
Y'all close off with the Jets at home.
So I got Broncos, Lions. I think we got about 5 really tough games right here.
See, I play y'all host the Dolphins. When y'all at the Dolphins second to last, the beginning of the new year.
Might be playing for nothing. I can see us going 13-4, 12-5, somewhere around there.
So you was asking about how many teams got games in prime time.
Facts.
Here's your answer. The Rams have the most primetime games of 7. This breakdown from Yahoo Sports. 7 for the Rams.
Favorites.
6 for the Packers, the Chiefs, your Bills, and the Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
The Super Bowl champions. The Chiefs is the Chiefs. Green Bay. I'm not sure why Green Bay got. And the Bills. I don't know why we got so many either.
That went over the. No, it didn't.
5 with the
Cowboys, Eagles, Bears. I caught the message. That's relax. Patriots and
are you sleeping on the sofa, John?
I don't know. I don't even know what I did. And then the 49ers week 5.
If Denver win. Or when Denver win.
Speaking of then week number 4, the Vikings, Giants, Steelers, Ravens, Lions, Texans, and Commanders all have 4 primetime games. We, along with the Jaguars, Bengals, Falcons, Panthers, Chargers, and the Buccaneers, have 3 primetime games. The Colts are the only team with 2 primetime games. The Saints and the Browns only have 1 primetime game.
Shout out to the Browns.
And having 0 primetime games, the Jets, the Cardinals, the Titans, Nessa's Dolphins, and Knicks Raiders.
It's not just Nessa. Not having Fernando Mendoza in the primetime game is crazy.
That's crazy. So the team with the first pick, the second pick, and the third pick all have 0 primetime games.
John, I feel like you're asking for trouble.
My bad. Yeah. So that's how we have too many. But speaking of trouble, man, we're gonna be in trouble. This we're gonna be in trouble. Super Bowl 61, which happens out here in LA. SoFi Stadium.
Why is trouble? Why is that trouble? Why is men in trouble? Valentine's Day supersedes. I mean, the Super Bowl supersedes Valentine's Day.
The Super Bowl this year falls on Valentine's Day.
It supersedes Valentine's Day.
And by the way, that's also President's Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So you got Valentine's Day, and then you get the day off the next day.
No, I think President's. Yes. It is though.
That's President's Day is third Monday of the year. Third Monday in February, right?
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the third Monday in February, and that's the goal. If the Raiders had Archman, would they get a primetime game? I don't know.
Chris said with the right girl should be Super Bowling with you. It won't because of the Bills and Super Bowl. Ain't nobody Super Bowling with me.
It's a perfect date, boy. Let me say this: for someone who actually did this, 10 years.
I'm surprised you showed up, John. I'm not gonna lie. You a real one for that.
But I don't know when. But I was with my daughter's mom, me, you, Mark, our homie Jamie, Josh. No, it was just me, you, Mark. It was me, you, Jay, Josh.
In fact,
when? Oh, you talking about the first? You talking about the first time the Broncos played in the Super Bowl?
Oh no, last time he in fact didn't go.
When we beat Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was me, you, Mark. It was me, you, Jay, Josh, and D. Yeah, that was the night. Yeah, that was the night the Broncos beat Carolina in Super Bowl 50. And yeah, 10 years later, hello, Sophie and Elise Watson. So, and that wasn't a Valentine's Day weekend. That was when the Super Bowl was on the first weekend of February. Valentine's weekend was the following weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually All-Star weekend. Shout out to you, Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon. Y'all put on a good show that dunk contest. They were the only ones that was scoring 50s that weekend.
Sure do.
But yeah, Valentine's Day. No, you good? You good? You all right, man?
Am I good or you
right?
good? Am I good or you good?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, Valentine's Day falls on Super Bowl Sunday. This is going to be very interesting. How the NFL is it sounds like a day to me. I hear you, JoJo. But I'm like this.
As long as Buffalo not in the Super Bowl, then it's cool.
I'll let you there. Because obviously I was not the happiest camper that day. But the Broncos won, I was a happy camper that night. Because everyone kept picking Carolina. I got tired here. I was at church. Everyone was picking Carolina. I was like, dude, okay. Y'all could be picking Cam Newton just because I want a brother quarterback to win. I get it. But he ain't never made a defense like this. And then Von Miller proved me right. So did DeMarcus Ware. And the no-fly zone. Shout out. But yeah, that's where Super Bowl 61 in SoFi lands on Valentine's Day.
Is this Super Bowl 69?
Yo, you good? Dude, we just barely had some. Dude, you know how many years we got to get there for that? By the way, how do you market that?
Fam, if Super Bowl 69 was on Valentine's Day. All right.
In Vegas. Or I don't know. You got if they had Super Bowl 69, why would they have Super Bowl 69 in Miami? That would be crazy. All right. We gonna get up out of here, man. Okay. That was thank y'all for joining us as we previewed all the NFL schedule and everything. Yeah, it was definitely a dope show. Try again, and Lisa Leslie Young getting a statue, and Asia Wilson putting up another dope numbers. And obviously, congratulations to the San Antonio Spurs making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Shout out to Super Bowl 69 being on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Make sure that happens, calendar gods, and
just make sure Buffalo not in there.
Or Denver. Because I don't know.
John, chill.
I know what happens when the Broncos are in the Super Bowl. I've lived through this twice. I was not the first time it wasn't fun. I was banned so bad I told the homie Stone Martin. But the second time, yeah, it was a pretty good day. It was a good day. All right. We'll be back.
Shout out to my niece.
Yeah, listen, Super Bowl 69 on Valentine's in Miami. Okay, speaking to assistance, JoJo. But congrats to the Spurs.
What Super Bowl we on now?
61. This will be Super Bowl 61.
Oh, we got 8 more years.
We got 8 more years until we get to the 6-9. So Tuesday, we'll get Cody and Nick's thoughts on the Raiders and Texas schedule. We'll start looking ahead to the conference. The conference finals will be set. We'll recap game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. We'll be live during game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm with Cardinal. Pistons in 7. Mark? Cavs really tricked that series off.
Pistons in 7.
Does James Harden show up? Do we get James Harden or do we get game 7 James Harden?
I think, this funny part is I think James Harden going to show up. I don't think Donovan Mitchell will.
Well, he hasn't. Well, he's been very inefficient. So we're going to find out Sunday in the Motor City.
6 rebounds.
Sorry, Mark. Wemby really screwed you.
No, he did. Minnesota screwed me because they didn't show the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, game 7 Sunday afternoon. Pistons, Cavaliers. You can watch the game on Prime Video. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific to determine who will face New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals as we'll get ready for the NBA's Final Four. We'll be back on Tuesday talking NFL schedule, talking conference finals, and we'll go to Cancun with the Timberwolves and whoever loses between the Cavs and the Pistons. Thank y'all again for joining us on this Friday. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for Sports For You on YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at Sports For You Podcast. Of course, you can follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram. Hi, I'm Mark. Hi, I'm Mark1 on X. Follow Nick on Instagram, X and TikTok at 99Gorilla. Follow Cody at Ballers and Briefs on X, Instagram, TikTok. And
shout out, John, can I say shout out to me?
Yeah.
I just got my doctorate within the last couple of days. So I'm now going by as Dr. Mark on the show.
Dr. Mark DVM. I'm still trying to figure out what the DVM stands. Someone tell me what DVM stands for.
Don't worry about it. Get out of here. All right. By the way, happy birthday to my homegirl, to my sister Nika today. And oh yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, so
I am a doctor.
Yeah, so we're gonna be up out here.
If we ain't gotta show credentials no more, if we ain't gotta be credentials, if we ain't gotta have credentials to show credentials to be a doctor, I'm a doctor.
All right, we out of here. See y'all on Tuesday. Enjoy Game 7.
For you, from the coast to you, 3 LA minds talking what we do, from the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports for you. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports for you. Every day, new seed from LA roots to the whole world's league.